West Coast rap, Largo Tempo, male trumpets, flute lyre, harp, tambourines. I ain't about to do this dance with y'all and expect different results. I am not gonna march, protest to my enemies, wear t-shirts and carry placards that say, "My life matter and I am a man." They already know that I am a man, but that don't matter to them. We have done this dance with our enemies over and over again with temporary results. According to Alcoholics Anonymous, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I don't expect anything from my enemies, and that is to be expected. Believe it, I got more important things to be doing, such as crying out to the Almighty, which produces the more long-lasting results. Pull up, listen. Here is how I get down. I cry out to Yah in times of trouble. You should too. For all intents and all purposes, I go back to the source. When we were oppressed, we cried out, and Yah heard. And we certainly are oppressed, now aren't we? Judges 3:9, Judges 3:15, Judges 6:6-7, Judges 10:10. Now that's the fire. You better believe it. In our first captivity, what did we do for a solution? Exodus 2:23-25, Exodus 3:7, Exodus 3:9. When I am distressed, I cry out as commanded and return out my enemies. Deuteronomy 4:30-31. Why? Because crying out is the covenant response. Psalm 34:17, Psalm 50:15, Psalm 107:6. And not begging, marching, protesting, wearing t-shirts and carrying placards that say we are men and our lives matter. I ain't got time for that. They know our lives matter, but they don't give a damn in captivity. Specifically, we cried out. Lamentation 3:55-57, Nehemiah 9:27, 2 Chronicles 9:14. The prophets confirm, in trouble we must cry to Yah. Not march, protest, wear t-shirts and carry placards that say, you are a man and your lives matter. Hosea. Hosea 5:15, Joel 1:19, Jeremiah 33:3. That's how I get down. I ain't about to do no song and dance with our enemies. I'm gonna keep it real. Believe that. Truth. I ain't got time for no child's games. Believe it. Truth. Where they set you up to fall. Nah, I ain't got time for that.
All right. All right. I'm back. Not only I, but my lovely Isha Lasanya, a daughter of Dion, the administrator of the show, which is a comfort in itself. Also, she lends her voice into the ethos by way of her comments and her commentaries. But Brother Cottrell, my fellow elder, is not here tonight due to some personal problems. You know, he's been away and dealing with our brothers and sisters in Liberia. So I told him, get some rest. Now, Sonia and I will be okay. Get you some rest, brother. You're not no spring rooster, just like Yamsuf Aria. But what are we here for, you may ask? Well, we're here to study the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Do some exploration, deep dive investigation, and just immerse ourselves into the studies. Along with that, we study the Most High chosen people whom he chose. Along with that, we study the enemies of the Most High. Why? Because for all intents and purposes, they still are the enemies of the Most High, along with his chosen people. But before I introduce my lovely Isha Nasanya, I simply like to make comments in regards to the song that was played. As you know, and you're not living in a bubble, they've taken a so-called Democratic vote from the brothers and sisters in Memphis, Tennessee. They've taken away their vote. They take away the seat in the federal government, and now they're going to put another Republican seat in. I've been warning my brothers and sisters for many years about the last kingdom, what it looks like and how it works. And for all intents and purposes, I've been warning them that the last kingdom in the book of Daniel, dreamed about by King Nebuchadnezzar, is the one and only universal white race supremacy. It has no permanent landmass. It has its feet in other lands. And it's a loosely conglomerate of nations that look remotely like them. That's why in the book of Daniel, it mentions iron mixed with clay. They're all over the place, these nations. And the key component about these nations, they have the Greco-Roman mindset, meaning anybody look like me, you good. Anybody don't look like us, you on the bottom. So I warn my brothers and sisters in Memphis, Tennessee, what the last kingdom looked like, how it works, and so on and so forth. You know what they said, some of them? I suspect this is what they said. They paid me no mind. They said, what do that old Negro know what he's talking about? He don't know anything. What do he know? I won't say I told you so, but I told you so. But truth be told, brothers and sisters, this last kingdom, as far as the Democrat and the Republicans are concerned, the same side of one coin. So when I mentioned that the Republicans would take over Tennessee, because I studied that. I don't look at my study, my brothers and sisters, to mistreat, abuse, and dominate, and search out to kill. I have much more studies. I study the enemies of the Most High, who are mistreating, abusing, and dominating, and sometimes killing my people. And so because my focus is not on, like some of our focus on, because we love to hate, because we've been socially engineered and conditioned, anything that remotely looks like us. We don't have time to waste looking at the last kingdom. Some of us, unfortunately, prefer to spend much of our time focusing on one another, simply crabs in the basket syndrome. What did that old Negro know? He don't know nothing. Why do Yam Sufa Ari don't know anything? Because I don't know nothing. That Negro don't know nothing. Come on now. That's how we think. We perish for lack of vision. The Most High said it. If I don't know, you don't know. Who knows? The universal white race supremacists? Come on now. We need to stop this. What we need to be doing is going to get far worse, brothers and sisters. We need to be activating the plan. And what is that plan? Our ancients left that plan for you in place. In our first captivity in Mesopotamia, so-called Egypt, did we march and protest and wear placards that said, I am a man, my life matters? Oh, we didn't do none of that nonsense. What did we do? We cried out to the Most High. And that's what we should be doing now. because they would keep playing the same game with us over and over and over again, and we expect different results. But according to Alcoholic Anonymous, that's the definition of insanity. We keep playing this game with these universal white race supremacists. They know your lives matter, but they don't give a damn about that. But you better realize your lives matter. Stop playing their game and learn to play your game. Praise the Most High and bless His holy name. So, without further ado, beloved Nasanya, my Isha, daughter of Zion, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you so much, Yamsu. Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. I am blessed to be back. I am excited to be back. I'm happy that we made it back. Prayers go up to Brother Catriel for his speedily getting well, get better,
Recovery.
feel better.
Thank you,
All
Nasanya, for
praises.
mentioning our brother's recovery. And I know he is very appreciative,
Yes.
and I am very appreciative that you made mention of Elder Catriel. Thank you, Nasanya. It is very heartwarming to have you present since Brother Catriel is not here. Well, it's heartwarming when you're here, when he's not here.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Mhm.
Fellow students, thank you, Nasanya. Will you please turn with Nasanya and I to the book of Bereshit? Now, you may be unfamiliar with this name, but it's the actual name for this book, the Hebrew name, not the Greco-Roman / English, Dutch, Portuguese, French, Spanish, so on and so forth. You catch my drift. Genesis. That is not the name of this book. The actual name, the Hebrew name for this book, is Bereshit, chapter 42. Joseph's brother go to Metharam, Egypt. As mentioned in the previous chapter, a famine had occurred throughout the whole landmass, even in the land of Canaan. And Yaqub and his sons and their families are affected by this famine. And Yahweh used the famine to bring things to a resolution and reconcile these brothers back together and the family back together. Not only that, Yahweh used this family like he used this in this United States of America. He can use this very same thing to get us back together. Praise Yah. And so what Yah is doing in addition to this, that by way of Joseph being in Aram, so-called Egypt, he's in a prime position to look after the family, to pave the way for them. So let us begin the reading, the studying. Chapter 1, verse 1, chapter 42. When Yaqub saw that there was grain in Metharam, because it's a famine, Yaqub said to his sons, "Why do you look at one another? What you looking around for?" And he said, "Indeed, I've heard that there's grain in Metharam, Egypt. So go down to that place and buy for us there, that we may live and not die, that we may survive, sustain ourselves." So Joseph's 10 brothers outside of Benjamin, he didn't go. Just the 10 brothers, they went down to buy grain in Metharam, Egypt. That Yaqub did not send Joseph's brother Benjamin with his brothers. Why? For he said. Now you realize that Joseph is a favorite of his, and certainly the baby boys or the baby girls are always the favorites, so it seems. Least some calamity befall on him, Benjamin. And the sons of Israel went to buy grain among those who journeyed. Other people were coming to Mizraim, Egypt, other country. For the famine was in the land of Canaan. It was universal famine. Just like we're about to get hit a famine. Now Joseph was governor, second in command over the land, and it was he who sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brother came and bowed down before him. They didn't see, many years has transpired. Now, when they took their brother and threw him in that pit and sold him to the Ishmaelites, who sold him to the Mizraim, and so on and so forth, Potiphar and being in jail and all this sort of thing, many years has transpired. So that they didn't notice when they put him in that pit, he was 17 years old. Now he's 30 plus years old. He's perhaps dressed like a Mizraim, and he's comporting himself in a man of authority and position. What does that suggest, infer, and imply for you? These are Shemites, and Mizraim are Hamites. That should suggest, infer, and imply to you that they look alike. I'm not talking about these so-called people there now. Those are not the original Mizraim. Now, if you look at some of those pictures and some of those statues, you'll know what the Hamites look like who rule in Mizraim. They look somewhat remotely like you and I. Okay? So, because they look so much remotely like us, Hamites and Shemites, that's why Most High was able to conceal his identity, and plus age had got upon him. He had grown from a 17-year-old to a 30-plus-year-old man, perhaps dressed in the way of the Mizraim, the Egyptians. So they didn't know him, but he knew them. And Joseph's brother came and bowed down before him. With their faces, they humbled themselves, just like Joseph had predicted in that dream. And Joseph saw his brothers. He recognized them, but they didn't recognize him. But he acted as a stranger to them and spoke harshly to them. Then he said to them, "Where do you come from?" His brothers, they said, "From the land of Canaan to buy food." So Joseph recognized his brothers, but they did not recognize him. Then Joseph remembered the dreams which he had dreamed about, those dreams. And he said to them, speaking roughly, "You spies, you've come to see the nakedness of the land. You come to spy us out." His brothers, they said to him, "No, my lord, but your servant has come to buy food. We're all one man's son. We are honest men." Not so much they may have became honest after they put Joseph in that pit, and they've had some time to think what they've done over. And they had time to think these matters over, and they changed. And that's a good thing. Your servants are not spies. But those speaking harshly to them said, "No, but you've come to see the naked. You've come to spy us out." His brothers, they said, "Your servants are 12 brothers, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And in fact, the youngest is with our fathers today, Benjamin. And one is no more." Speaking in reference to Joseph, who they put in that pit and sold to the Mizraim, the Ishmaelites who sold him to the Mizraim, the Egyptians. They thought he was dead. He is no more. But Joseph said to them, "It is as I spoke to you, saying, you spies. In this manner, you should be treated like your spies. But by the life of Pharaoh, you should not leave this place unless your youngest brother, he's longing for he want to see his baby brother. Come here. Send one of you and let him bring your brother, Benjamin, and you shall be kept in prison, that your words may be tested to see whether there is any truth in you, that you're telling the truth. As by the life of Pharaoh, surely you are spies. I know you're spies." He's jamming up his brothers. So he put them all together in prison 3 days. Then Joseph said to them the third day, do this and live. For I fear Yah. If you are honest men, that may have surprised them. Let one of your brothers be confined to your prison house. If you're an honest man, but you go and carry grain for the famine for your houses, and bring your youngest brother Benjamin to me. So your words will be verified that you say who you say you are, and you shall not die. And they did so. Then they said to one another, we are truly guilty concerning our brother. They are in anguish over Joseph. And they're speaking in the hearing of Joseph. He's over. See, they don't realize he's not a Hamite. He's not a Mizraim, an Egyptian. So he understands what they're saying. So they think they're just talking like, you around some Latino brothers and sisters, and they speaking in Spanish. Sometimes they don't think you know what they're talking about. Sometimes some of us do know what they're talking about. I know a little something, a poquito, a little bit. And so they thinking they're speaking in front of this second in command great leader, and he's not privy to what they're saying. And they're confessing. And they say among themselves, let me find, and they say among themselves, then they said to one another, we are truly guilty concerning our brother. For we saw the anguish of his soul when he pleaded, talking about Joseph with him. But we were not here. We wouldn't hear nothing he was saying. Therefore, distress has come upon us, causing effect, a domino effect. We're in this situation because of the fact what we did to Joseph. And Reuben answered them, saying, did I speak to you, saying, did I not say this to you? Do not sin against the boy, Joseph. But you would not listen. Therefore, behold, his blood is now required of us. We're reaping what we sow in regard to Joseph. But they didn't know that Joseph understood them. What I told you, he was privy to the conversation. They didn't realize that Joseph was privy to this conversation that they had about him. It touched him. Therefore, because he understood them, because one of the reasons why they talked like that in front of him, when he was speaking to them initially, he was using their translator. But nevertheless, he understood what they were saying. And because he overheard the conversation, the kind of man he was, he turned himself away from them and he wept. These brothers elicited tears in his eyes because he knew they had changed. Then he returned to them again and talked with them. He took Simeon from them and bound him before their eyes. I'm going to lock this one up. The rest of y'all get on out of here. The brothers retained to Cana. The Joseph gave a command to fill their sacks with grain, to restore every man's money to his sack, put it in the sack, and to give them provisions for the journey also. Thus he did this way. He was looking out for his brother because he realized his brothers had changed. So they loaded their donkeys with the grain and departed from there. But as one of them opened his sack to give his donkey feed at the encampment where they encamped, he saw his money. And there it was in the mouth of the sack. And he said to his brothers, bro, my money has been restored. And there it is in my sack. Then their hearts fell within them. Oh, this, oh Lord. And they were afraid, saying to one another, What is this that Yah has done to us? No, y'all didn't do that to you. Y'all started this. Don't put it on y'all. A lot of us always try to put things on you. Why y'all didn't all? You did it on your own. A lot of us need to take ownership of our own acts. I blame it on universal white race supremacists. They're doing their job. They're the captors. But what are you doing within the confinement? So don't blame it on y'all. Cause and effect. What is this that Yah has done to us? They went on. They went to Yaqub, their father, in the land of Canaan, and told him all that had happened to them, saying, the man who is Lord over the land, speaking in reference to his son, Joseph, that they are unaware of, and he, obviously, because they told him he did, they said, he talked hard to us. Dad, that man talked hard to us. And took us for spies of the country. But we said to him, Dad, we are honest men. We're not spies. We're 12 brothers, sons of our father. One is no more, by reference of their actions. And the youngest is with our father, Benjamin, this day in the land of Canaan. Then the man, the Lord of the country, second in command, said to us, by this I will know that you are honest men. Here's what I want you to do. Leave one of your brothers here with me. Take food for the famine of your household. Take care of your household. And get on out of here. But you bring your youngest brother to me so I can verify the fact you're not spies. This ruse he used to get his brother Benjamin so he could see him. He loved his baby brother, the son of his mother, Rachel, who is weeping for us today. But that you are honest men, I need verification. I will grant your brother to you. And you may trade in land. Now, if you're saying what you're saying and it's right, you can verify that. I give Simeon back to you, and you can do your thing in the land. You can trade and whatnot, whatever you need to do to get past this famine. And it happened as the other brothers, they emptied their sacks, that surprisingly each man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when they and their father saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. And Yaqub, their father, said to them, y'all caused me trouble. Yeah, but y'all caused me trouble. Y'all keep causing me problems. Reuben, you had sex with one of my concubines. Simeon, you and Levi, y'all killed the whole city of folk over Dinah. Then y'all come back and told me that my love of my life, one of my boys. Now I love all y'all. Don't get it twisted. Y'all told me Joseph dead. Y'all keep causing me problems. He says, you bereaved me. What have y'all done? Why y'all bring that money back? How does money get back here? He said, Joseph is no more because. And then Simeon, your other brother, is no more. He's locked up there. Now you want to take Benjamin. All these things are against me. You're not doing anything for me. You're not working with me. You're working against me. Then Reuben spoke to his father, saying, now, Daddy, come on, man. Kill my two sons if I do not bring him back Benjamin to you. Put him in my hand. Put Benjamin in my hands. I will bring him back to you, Daddy. Otherwise, you can kill my two sons. But Yaqub said, my son should not go down. My son ain't going no damn way with you. For his brother is dead. I sent him looking out for you. Now he did. I'm not sending Benjamin with you. And he is left alone. He says, if any calamity happens to Benjamin along the way, which you go, then you would bring down my gray hair. Y'all gonna take me to the grave. Y'all already brought me a bad report on Joseph. Y'all saying somebody killed him. Wild animal killed him. I'm still traumatized over that. Now, lo and behold, if something happened to Benjamin, y'all gonna take me to the grave. Thank you, Mosaic, for leaving this valuable information. And thank you, Mosaic, for giving the Mosaic, the great prophet, the fortitude and the wisdom and understanding to lead this vital information for our studies. Praise God. Nasanya, beloved, any comments on our commentaries?
No, not at all, young sir. Not at all.
Thank you, Nasanya. Fellow students, that concludes our studies for tonight. As I mentioned, unfortunately, Brother Cottrell is not with us due to some personal problems. He's not feeling well. But the Most High willing, pray for him. He'll be back tomorrow, the Most High willing. Otherwise, he will be back, the Most High willing. But Nasanya and I, Nasanya is the daughter of Zion. Is all daughters of Zion. She has been a comfort, as all daughters of Zion should be, simply by being present in these studies. Not only that, she lends her voice to the ethos, and she helped regulate these studies by being the administration of this program. But the onus does not lie on my Isha Nasanya, as the daughter of Zion. It's responsibility of all the daughters of Zion, to some extent, shape, form, and fashion, to do their due diligence, moral obligation as daughters of Zion, to be a comfort, hand to rock the cradles, and lending their voices into the ethos by way of their comments and the commentaries. Like that sister in the Proverbs, chapter 31. Not laying on her behind, eating bun-buns and cupcakes while watching reality shows, as our reality appears to be passing us by. No, we need these sisters at work. Just like me, case in point, an elder of the nation. I've met my responsibilities as an elder of the nation, as all elders of the nation should be doing to some extent, shape, form, and fashion. I've instructed the Most High. I've shown the Most High instruction by way of his word. As all elders should be doing, who are woken to some extent, shape, form, and fashion. Not simply sitting on your behinds either, eating bun-buns and cupcakes while watching reality shows, as our reality appears to be passing us by. We need all hands on deck. Our daughters of Zion, our brothers, our elders. We need to learn to do what the Most High said. Gather yourselves together, O nation undesired. Zephaniah 2, verse 1. Stop trying to be a man of something special, splendid thing. That does not suffice. That's not in the plan. I'm not saying don't put in the work, what you're doing, but be gathered in the course of you doing it. Don't try to say, I'm special, I'm something special. No, I'm something special. I don't have to gather myself together. Okay. Well, let me inform you. You're commanded to gather yourself together. This ain't about what you want to do. It's about what you must do. Fellow students, as far as Nasanya are concerned, for these instructions, we can do no more in this regard. It's incumbent upon each of you, brothers and sisters, to do something. Listen to these instructions. Meditate on these instructions. Lean on these instructions. Trust in these instructions. Cling to these instructions. Allow the instructions of the Most High to be your pathways, led by that light, which is wisdom and understanding. And she was there at the very onset, and you need her. For brothers and sisters, foreigners and strangers who are attached to us, unfortunately, we've all been socially engineered and conditioned. We've all been brainwashed. We've all been miseducated, misinformed. We've all been told that Yah needs something new, brought to him by way of the Greco-Romans, the Nicene Council, the Roman Catholic Church, and its derivative churches. Yah doesn't need anything brought to him by way of his enemies. Never has, never will. Did not Yah create this universe by speaking it into existence? Did not Yah say his word is forever? Did not Yah say he's everlasting? That's good enough for me. And it should be good enough for you. But they say that Yah is like some old man sitting on a throne somewhere off in La La Land, eating bun buzzers and cupcakes, and watch reality shows as his reality passes his back because he needs something new. That's the greatest falsehood that ever been told. Yah don't need anything from anyone at any given time in history. Yah's word is not old. Yah's word is everlasting. And he certainly don't need anything new. But he does need something for you to humble yourself. Love him with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And if you're a brother and sister, love your brothers and sisters. If you learn to love yourself and learn to love yourselves. And it's okay to love foreigners and strangers. It's within our codification if they attach to us. Simply said, brothers and sisters, foreigners and strangers alike. The Most High word is active, is ongoing, is forever, and is everlasting. Simply said, Yah's word works for you individually. If you apply it, utilize it. Simply said, it works for you if you work it. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Beloved Nasanya, I will ask you to say her shalom and good nights, and then I will close it out for the night. Nasanya, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you. Shalom and good night, family.
I'm going to let him back off my beloved Nasanya. Shalom and good night. And I may add, may the Most High bless Brother Kytriel. May he bless this nation. May he teach us to learn to cry out to him. And that he bless foreigners and strangers that are attached to us too. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Shalom and good night.
West Coast rap. Mail. Call and respond. Largo Temple. Trumpets. Liar. Stop. We don't lay down, we get down. It's coming at us from all ends, ain't nothing new under the sun. They attack us physically, mentally and spiritually. 10 toes down, that's how we get down. We ain't looking for no free ride. They call us crazy and lazy, psychological, and if warfare. Don't let them get into your head. We ain't looking for no trouble, but we ain't running from me to protect, guard, and discipline your minds. Protection is a good thing. Proverbs 4:23. Don't even follow your own mind either. Numbers 15:39. Guard your thoughts. Proverbs 4:23. don't be impulsive. Numbers 15:39. Think it through. Direct your minds toward wisdom. Proverbs 23:19. Avoid mental envy and imitation. Proverbs 23:17. Y'all keep y'all minds focused on y'all now. Isaiah 26:3. Practice self-control, don't be wildin' out. Proverbs 16:32. Fear not, strengthen your mind against fear. Deuteronomy 3:7. Use the word to renew your mind. Psalm 19:7. What's our mindset? A protected mind equals a protected life. It's mental, physical, and spiritual. Coming from all ends, baby. 10 toes down, we don't lay down. We get down. Real talk, baby. Real talk, keep that mind right. True, believe it. Yeah, Cobb struggled with both angels and men. Straight from the word. Yeah, Cobb wrestles with the angel. Genesis 32:24-32. The prophet confirmed it was an angel. Hosea 12:3-4. Cobb fought against men. Genesis 32:28. His brother Esau and Uncle Laban. Cobb's entire life was about conflict and survival. We got the right genes, baby. Real talk, believe it. And if any brother or sister don't protect their minds, they ought to have their heads examined. True, believe it.